what kind of nest is it? What is in that nest?
Oh, babies!
How many can you count, Grace?
My name is Grace. I am the class. It was really great, and it felt like the museum was just yours, and you could spend a long time. And I liked getting outdoors, and I stopped doing the video games and just get outdoors, get some fresh air.
Here's what it kind of looks like them.
My name is Mercy, and I am 10 years old. I have met the porcupine at the High Desert Museum.
All right, here, you want to hand him a piece of food?
Donnie envisioned a museum without walls.
So remember, the quills are down underneath.
These workshops are a perfect extension of that. It gets families and children out exploring for themselves.
At the High Desert Museum, we know immersive, hands-on learning experiences can be truly transformative. And for the last 8 years, we've been focusing and engaging with rural families with STEAM workshops, science, technology, engineering, arts, and math. And our goal is to help everyone see themselves in science, feel that they can contribute, and maybe even become a scientist someday.
And who wants to make some poop?
Me! Everyone was like, yay, let's do it. But some are like, ew. And they're like, oh, come on, it won't be that gross.
It's terrible. You really make it look like poop.
It is one of my my skills.
You don't really notice what you see, and the white drop-ins. We were like, oh, I wonder what those are, but now we know by the class.
So we do a lot of things in these workshops, but they largely revolve around the use of trail cameras, like remote camera traps, to document wildlife.
My favorite part was using trail cameras to see what animals are out in the neighborhood and in the fields in our neighborhood.
All right, let's see what you got on your trail camera.
Oh, it's so cute.
What is it?
We tried it just around our neighborhood, and we got a jackrabbit. That was exciting, and other families got a fox and its den on their yard. It was in their backyard in Terrebonne. All of a sudden, our backyards looked a lot more exciting, where there are a lot of things happening, and usually nocturnal, so we didn't notice it.
Look at that. The kids are also learning how to identify tracks, how to identify scat. So what all do you see right here? What's going on? Having lots of opportunities to see different things out in the woods. There's a big pile of debris, right? See anything? Do you see the transmitter anywhere? There it is.
John was great on the walk of hearing their questions and answering them and having questions for them and making them feel like they could contribute. And that was part of it too with the community science. So they did use that iNaturalist app on the iPad, and that was helpful, where the scientists are saying, wow, you found something really neat and you found something cool. You helped out with where these animals are and tracking them, and it felt like everyone could participate.
I think community science is incredibly important. I've seen it over and over again, where wildlife managers and biologists don't have as much information as would be ideal, and the community is a great resource for them to be able to learn about what's going on the landscape.
Like if you learned something scientists didn't, you could tell them and they could learn something new too. They have a caw sound, so it's an American crow.
So it's a crow. That sounded
It's kind of like caw, 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 caw.
Yeah, sometimes hearing the bird helps us identify it well. Well, that was pretty cool. I think it also builds patience, because they will sit and watch the bird on the nest for 20 minutes. They're really engrossed in what they're seeing of, the ants going in the ant hill, or the bird sitting on the nest, or the snake is slowly slithering. It slows down the pace of life.
I would like to be an author when I grow up. It happened because I always write books, but I never get to publish them on the computer, and it was my first book to publish on the computer, and I was really excited. In the future, I would like to be a scientist with biology to learn more about animals around the high desert.
With funding from the National Science Foundation, researchers are studying these workshops to understand how they foster a love for learning and also how they help families develop a deeper sense of place in our communities. These workshops have the potential to serve as a model for museums across the nation.
I think programs like this are so important because it was a brand new experience, and actually reflecting back over years, you're thinking that their childhood goes so fast, and you're picking a few moments that were really powerful and changed your family. And I would count that as one of them. Not only were they felt they were authors and had a published book, but also viewing themselves that they could also be a scientist and stick with math and science, and that they have met real scientists and doctorate degree, fancy, smart scientists who talked with them. And it was just really an exciting opportunity for them to have, which was special.
That's fun, wasn't it? The wild animals of the high desert make bad pets, but the wild animals of the high desert are amazing. Together we can study these animals and answer more questions about the world.